start with the biggest outrage of them all. The white elephant known as HS2. Yes, the high-speed 2 rail network that links Birmingham to London. While our conventional railways remain woefully underfunded and ticket prices spiralling way out of control, it appears they are oblivious to the escalating cost of this vanity project. £55 billion. Well, at the moment, yes, 55 billion will be spent on this track, which will cut through huge swathes of countryside, destroying ancient woodlands, even crossing through cemeteries and picturesque hamlets, never mind the impact on our established wildlife. These are precious parts of our history. Our heritage, which can never be replaced. HS2 is part of the European Integrated Network, which will serve a minority to the detriment of a majority and saddles British taxpayers with a mortgage it will be paying off for generations. Most of us in this room will never use HS2, but we will still be obligated to pay for it. And this is not cheap. In fact, it works out to about £1,400 to every hard-working family in this country. Bad enough that this sort of money is being spent, but to rub salt into the wound, dozens of bureaucrats who are masterminding HS2 will be paid more than the Prime Minister. You may laugh, but if it wasn't such a disgraceful miscarriage of justice. Meanwhile, our existing rail network remains something of a laughing stock in other parts of the developed world. I recently heard a passenger saying to a station master, "What's the point of having a timetable if your stupid trains never stick to it?" And the station master replies, "Well, sir, if it wasn't for the timetable, how would you know when they are running late?" You may laugh, but that's how people view our trains. So it doesn't have to be this way. So here is my first pledge. Ladies and gentlemen, UKIP will scrap all plans for high-speed 2 rail network. Whilst the Conservatives and Labour parties continue to support HS2, I simply do not find the arguments compelling or proven, for there is no business case. UKIP is a party for the people. We listen to what they have to say, and we will care about the issues which will impact on their lives. No amount of compensation can ever replace the loss of people's homes and communities against their will. HS2 will add around £2 billion to every year into the UK's interest payments. That is a debt that will be passed on to our children and our children's children. We will listen to the rail users and people and businesses who know the current problems best of all, and be guided by them when it comes to suggesting how money could best be spent. I believe it is their voices which should be heard, and I will listen to that voice alone.